ladies and gentlemen, Spartan Wolf here. I will say in the beginning of this video that what I'm using to normally record has a weird delay to it, so if you notice that there is a delay for when my actual character will do something to when I say it, no, it is the way I'm recording. I can't really do anything about it, but I apologise in advance. You may be wondering, why am I on Fortnite again? This one is advice on how maybe to succeed. Main notes a selection of weapons and two weapons that are kind of kept over there. I'll explain why they're over there in a second. Now, as you see, I have four rifles. Main notes says 4. I'll explain, and 1 pistol. Now, if all 3 of the rifle category weapons I'm going to talk about, which is why you might be wondering what the 4th one is, I'll explain in a second. But yeah, the first 3 I'm going to explain. You have these 3 right here. You have the tactical thermal AR, the burst striker rifle, and you have ranger assault rifle. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, why are you talking about these 3? I'm going to tell you what weapons to avoid and which to grab if you're playing the game, and also what weapons to keep your eyes out for, because there's a couple of little cheats going around that are exploiting a couple of these weapons. Now, the weapons I would recommend you grabbing if you're playing a game of solos, duos, or squads, or trios. Boom, boom. These 2. Now you're thinking, why not the thermal? Well, the thermal is good. Problem with bushes though. If people are hiding in bushes or doing that type of deal, the thermal AR has kind of got a big disadvantage. Granted, it's a precise rifle. The only one that's good is the mythic. If you don't have the mythic, no point of grabbing it. However, with the striker burst rifle and the combat SMG, well, combat SMGs have a heroic variant. This one does, or no, mythic variant. This one does. So this from common to uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and mythic all are good. So if you need a weapon that's accurate at a distance, very good at consistent landing shots, and decent ammo capacity, like 20 rounds for a 2-shot burst, you don't land, like, you can kill a player from that if you land all your hits consistently. Now the SMG, you may be, well, actually, we call this thing a rifle. This thing is overpowered right now. If I aim at that tree over there from this distance, which if I mark, that's 82 meters away. We just 1, 2. Now we're thinking, oh, that's not that interesting. Watch. As you see that tree, that tree right there is 168 meters away. This is nice. Jokes. I'm gonna shoot at this. I'm gonna aim for the base, and you're gonna watch how many mags it takes from this distance to break that tree. By the way, these trees have one of the most health in standard trees. Watch. I will go over. It's a bit of delay. Can't really do anything. But yeah, making my way over now. I'm going to show you the health of the very tree that I just shot. I'm going to go to the one behind it. Which, as you can see, these ones are the exact same shape, exact same branches, everything. I'm going to hit it with my pickaxe. These trees have 600 health. Granted, they are wood. SMGs are good at going through wood, but I want you to bear in mind that even if I go and place a, I don't know why I did that. I'm going to place down a metal wall. A metal wall has 500 health. But from a distance, an SMG should struggle. So I'm going to place a marker right there. I'm going to go 200 meters. I'll say 200 meters from where I put it. Maybe if I can get 200 meters. I don't think maybe if I go up the hill. Maybe. Oh. Okay, I forgot to place down that. 100. It might be, I might do 160. I'll do 170, there we go. Alright, so 170, I'm going to aim at metal wall. Now notice, I want you to look at this. Look how much damage is already on that wall from here. Gone. The wall is gone. Metal walls can actually take a assault hit from SMG at a distance. How close SMGs dominate. This thing, no difference. It has the same damage potential at far distance as well as close distance. Only one weapon had that, and that was the mythic MK. This has the same stats against structures as the MK rifle. The MK assault rifle that's been removed from the game. I should have bought one as a comparison, but yeah. Now, you're thinking, well, that's good. It is good. Now we should explain why I have not bought the shotguns. Now, I couldn't get the auto shotgun. For some reason, I couldn't find it. But these are the, wait, you have the auto shotgun, you have the full auto drum shotgun, you have the auto shotgun, and you have the striker pump shotgun. Why do you want to pick up either one of these? Because I would put the pump on wall. I would have the pump as a third, the drum shotgun. Reason why: it has a fast rate of fire. You can out damage both these shotguns at close range because of that. And the fact that it's drum mag, you don't have to like take forever to reload each individual thing. Like you have to reload 8 times this, 5 times this, and they both have semi-slow reloads. Where the drum, it's a bit faster, in my opinion. Now you may notice these. Now these things, reason why they're here, is not for say they're useful. It's actually to say what is wrong with them. The shock wave grenades. There is an. Everyone knows, I'm going to say this right now, when these grenades first came out, if you, well, launch yourself in the air, for the moment you're going up, you have hit detection immunity. That was a thing these things had, and they were amazing for getting around, because you just chuck them down, jump, people can shoot at you, but while you're in it, you can't get hit. You're virtually impossible to get hit. But after a couple updates, if you did this and jumped, people would be able to hit you. There was no more fame hit detection immunity. Well, if anyone noticed, it's back. Only for certain people. When you're asking, what do you mean by certain people? I've noticed that, especially even YouTubers, there's a lot of YouTubers look up videos of YouTubers using this thing. They're doing the same thing where they place it on the ground, jump up, and they do this. Have you ever seen anybody do that? Note, there's a reason why. They're using what is called the. I noticed it's this because after doing some research on Reddit and searching around, I found somebody who had a link, who gave a link to a site where you can download mods for Fortnite and for PC. Granted, I'm going to say this right now, I'm on console, and I don't play this game on PC. I don't have a PC, I'm literally recording this stuff on my phone. I got like literally the worst setup ever. But I looked at the mods on my phone. One of the mods, and it's the mod I was looking for, involves these. It's called Old School Shot Grenades mod version, I think it was version 8.1. Where basically it turns these things back into the old school hit immunity grenades. But there was an added bonus to them. Because if you look, if I do this, jump, and then use my SMG, my accuracy is pretty, pretty spread out. Man, even if I go an angle, it seems like I am not landing. I'm not keeping my shots. Like my shots are moving depending on where my guy's going. So say I'm gonna make, this is gonna be my target. I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna fly. You see? Even mouse and keyboard, I've seen people struggle, like you cannot keep the shots aligned. Well, you may notice if you kill by these people that kill you using this method, every single shot seems to land. It's like they have a permanent lock on your exact location and it's like brr, and kill you. That's the part 2 to the mod. It gives people 100% assisted aim. So when they launch up, and when they launch up, even coming down, their aim will not go off the close proximity target. So if they aim at you, you're the close proximity range target, and it will pretty much be like this. All the way up, all the way down, on that position. But now I know you're going to be thinking, well surely, Epic Games, I've seen this, right? Oh, no, they have. They know that these mods exist, that in fact this site is actually on a watch list for Epic Games. The only reason why people are able to use it, and the only people that are using it, are PC, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, PlayStation. PlayStation for a while has not actually had any problems with mods, but I'll explain why. It's not all PlayStation players. Surprisingly enough, the mod download rate showed it was mostly downloaded for the PC platform, because they have a tracker thing on the site to show 0% on Xbox, 10% on PlayStation, 90% on PC. 10% is very small. That's maybe 1,000 consoles. 1,000 people have that mod. Granted, they're probably banned by now. But on PC, you can't really ban them because there is a little trick that they figured out how to do. There is a router you can buy that's called I think it's called the tactical routers. I don't remember the actual names, but these routers came out back in 2014, 2015. These specialized routers, but you could manually update them by downloading updates from certain providers. Like you could download the Wi-Fi security programs, all that thing from the website, and put them onto these routers. They're like the first ever universal router where you can use any internet provider on them. But the way you did it is, it would have these USB slots. The tactical one had 6, the standard had 4. Most people get the tactical because, I'll explain why. If you plug in the router to the device said item, it will allow you to use whatever internet provider you want to use, right? But here's a little trick, right? Because it has a USB slot, if you would connect one USB end directly into your computer, another USB end into the router, it allows you to access the router from your PC. Like, maybe think, oh, you could do that already. No. I'm talking about you could access anything on the router, as in even the stuff that's on the USB ports. And because of that, you can, you can use mods in it. Now, what I will do is I will find these USB routers, or these routers with USB ports, and show you which ones I'm talking about. I'm not going to put any links because I want to bring awareness so people don't use these. But basically, if you do this method, you can access the USB. So if you download mods onto USB, plug it into this router, you can activate the mods in the router and it'll work in the game. But because it's not on your PC, it is on your router, it will not detect it because the game runs on the PC. It will scan and detect for mods on the unit, not on the router. So when they're scanning people's profiles, they won't detect it on the profile. Smart, right? It's quite smart that somebody figured out how to do this. In fact, when I discovered this, I was pretty sure. In fact, the reason why I discovered it is because last night when I recorded my last video, I played a couple more. I played up, let's just say, a lot of games. I had a lot of like screw ups and all that, since I can't really edit my videos. I had to constantly restart the video. So if I screwed up with something, I had to basically start from the beginning. But as I was playing those games, I kept running into those players that were using this with this SMG, the other SMG, even that other rifle, the Ranger Assault Rifle, they were using it. And also really, shotgun. They were always combining the shotgun, SMG shotgun, range rifle, shotgun, or even this in shotgun. But they would always fire a shotgun shot off first. So when they go into the air, they would go boom, shotgun shot, switch SMG. Don't get why. I don't understand why they always swap to the shotgun immediately. But even when they were all the way up there, they'll fire a shotgun shot that seems to hit you. You'll see when the video catches up where I'm aiming at the sky. But yeah. So if I cannot tag an image, I will. I'll try and see if I can get an image put it into the thing so you can see at the very end. But maybe not. You can look it up. They do exist. Can they do anything about it? Actually, they can. There's actually a way you can, if they were to, instead of scanning the unit, but instead scan the account profile link. Maybe that's what that is. When you're playing a game, as I'm playing right now, my profile is transmitting to the servers, what I'm doing. So if I hit A, I hit A and jump. If I crouch, you know. Fire, reload, all that stuff is registered. But if they were to put a mod scanner in there, because the profile is transmitting through the router, so if the person turns on their aim bot and they go like hit a bunch of players like this, that would detect the mod. It would detect the mod being active and boom. That's how they used to do things. They used to go by profile link, so if a player's input was weird, boom, you got banned. But now they go by based on unit. So like the Xbox, they go directly off that instead of doing profiles. Granted, it is a good method. Unfortunately, when it comes to how creative people are, it won't catch them all out. So, yeah, to the people, don't be that type of person that's like, oh, I have no skills, so I'm going to download a load of mods to basically win everybody's day. Because it's not fun. It's not fun. I would get into another thing, which you can also do into this, but it involves switching. I'm not going to get into that. Because switching is it's a borderline I don't want to go near. But hopefully at some point there will be somebody that will talk about that. I'm not going to say who, but hopefully they will one day. Now, if you want to get good at the game, here's what you do. Right, this is what you do. Practice. Because you mod, yeah, but what if you get banned way too many times? You're going to waste so much money on games like this, just get banned over and over and over again. Don't do it. Just don't do it. If you want to get good, practice, get better, and trust me, you'll be a massive improvement. Now, that's all I need to really talk about. So yeah, if you're playing a game of Fortnite, note, use this weapon, and the drum shotgun. Don't be, if you see, you can use these, but note, Don't try to do what these YouTubers and all that do, because like 9 times out of 10, if you don't have cheats or anything like that, this strategy will not work. Like, you have to be extremely lucky for this strategy to work. It doesn't take skill, it's just luck. You want to use these for mobility. So say if you get shot at, just boom, and then considering you spam on mythics, this is the best way to get around. So have some of these in your inventory and just boom. So because look, I'm getting around really fast with these. Granted, you can't have like 80 of them, so once you run out. But if you want to get to a marker very fast, yeah, and you don't take any fall damage, so you can go from the highest mountain all the way to the lowest point and worry about damage. So off, I've got through, so if you're wondering that. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to talk about. Don't be like any player. Don't be like this people that give up. If you want to get good, get practicing, and trust me, when you practice and get what you need to know down, you can compete with some of the highest skilled players out there. But anyways, this is your boy Spartan Wolf signing off for this video. The title of this video, didn't really give that a thought, but I guess I'll call it Tips for Fortnite. Yeah, that's what I might call it that. Anyways, to all my fellow Spartans out there, have a wonderful night and a wonderful day, and see ya. Peace out.